Number 1. And I would argue that this coach enters this season where Billy Napier entered last season. Oklahoma. Brent Venables. Oh my. Michigan comes to town week 2. Then Auburn. Now, here's the thing. They do not have a tough road game until South Carolina in the back half of the season. Now, look, Texas and Dallas is tough, but it might be helpful that they don't have to do that. They're randomly at Temple, which is crazy. But they do this sometimes. Like they'll go to Army, they'll go to Temple. So, but this is a brutal. The back end of this is the second half of the season. You ready? So you finish the first half of the season playing Texas and Dallas. The second half of the season is at South Carolina, Ole Miss, at Tennessee, at Alabama, Missouri, LSU. Like, if things are going bad, you could lose all 6 of those games.
Oh, my God. What are they supposed to do with this? Texas, South Carolina, Ole Miss, Tennessee, Alabama, Mizzou, LSU, all in a row. What are they supposed to do with that?
Well, they're supposed to win those games because mediocrity is not accepted in Oklahoma.
Yeah. Well.
And that's the thing. There are no excuses. Like, they're supposed to win those games. Period.
This is the interesting thing about it, though. Because last year, and I think I'm right, no 3-loss team made the playoff last year, right?
No.
I think if Oklahoma goes 9-3, depending on what the rest of the country looks like, they might have a shot to get in.
Depends on the 9 and depends on the 3. Like, you can't get blown out in your losses, but if you have 3 very close losses against this schedule,
let's just
have some good wins.
Say they lose to Michigan, Texas, and LSU.
Right. And 2 of those 3 or all of those 3 make the playoff.
Yeah. And then South Carolina, Ole Miss, Tennessee, Bama wins. Like, that'd be a pretty good resume.
One would think. Visit PaniniAmerica.net to start your collection of your favorite college and NFL stars. Ari, I have a pack of Panini Prism draft picks right here to rip right now. And, we got some good ones that have come out of these of late. But
there are nukes in there, Andy. I want you to hit a nuke.
Oh, I'm aware. Yeah, I'm aware. So I got a Christian McCaffrey at Stanford. Michael Pittman Jr. playing for the Trojans.
That's electric.
Roe Torrance playing for the old Sun Devils. Hey, I think this is our second Cade Stover autograph.
He signs a lot.
Stover.
He signs a lot. Yeah.
Cade Stover. Ohio State tight. The Ohio State tight end they finally started throwing to.
I love this this product, and I'm just waiting for you to hit your nuke. And when it happens on the show, it's going to be amazing. Like, Panini, send us some juiced boxes so when Andy opens a pack and you rip a $2,000 card, like, we can have a moment. Like, the people watch people opening cards on YouTube. So
no, it's a big thing.
Yeah. Conceivably,
thing.
We're doing this off helmets, guys. Like, we know. Like, last year we would have said if South Carolina is an easy game, and it wasn't. But I also feel like too that'll average out. If you have a team on your schedule that we think is great, it ends up stinking. There will be a team on your schedule that we didn't think would be very good, who's much better than we thought.
Right. You and I think Auburn's going to be significantly better. So
I view that as a hard game when we were doing it.
I do too.
So, yeah. But I do think that, we do our saucy takes next year, and it might be something different, but we're going to have spicy takes next year.
Yeah.
Picante takes. I think that I might open up the year right now and say a 3-loss team will make the playoff next year.
I think it's certainly possible. You could also have a 3-loss conference champ that makes the playoff.
Yeah. What about a 3-loss at large?
What you just described would be a 3-loss at large.
I feel like Lee Corso ready for the last segment here.
There you go. There you go. Did you? Well, we put the Oklahoma mascot head on already. Like Oklahoma is the hardest schedule. Can Brent Venables survive this schedule? That's the question. Like what record is good enough for Brent Venables to survive the schedule?
I think if Oklahoma goes 8-4 next year, then they had a good year.
I would agree with that. I don't know that that all of Oklahoma's fan base would agree with that. I think the reasonable fans among them would agree with that. But I think the administration would agree with that.
The thing that's going to stink is if John Mateer's awesome and Ben Arbuckle and him like go dancing and have a perfect year and like really gel, that it's just going to be really still hard to overcome the schedule. Like it's like even if things work exactly as they were intended to in the offseason rebuild,
yeah,
there are just circumstances that are out of their control. And it's like, I don't care how good you are, you're going to have tough games. So like to play that 7-game stretch to close the year, you go 5-2, which would be excellent.
That's Florida's last year was a 6-game stretch that we just looked at. It was like, holy crap, this is 7. This is 7 games. It's just awful. All right. So